You've probably heard the saying, an eye for an eye, right? It's one of those phrases that gets tossed around when people talk about justice and revenge. Many think it comes straight from the Bible, and technically they're not wrong. But here's where it gets interesting. In the Old Testament, specifically in Exodus 21:24, we find these words: eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot. Now at first glance, this might sound like a green light for revenge, but let's dig a little deeper. The original context of this law wasn't about personal revenge at all. It was actually meant to limit excessive punishment and establish fair justice in ancient societies. Think about it. Before this law, if someone knocked out your tooth, you might kill their entire family in retaliation. This law was saying, hold up, the punishment should fit the crime. But here's where Jesus comes in and completely flips the script. In the New Testament, during the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus directly addresses this old law. He says, you have heard that it was said, eye for eye and tooth for tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also. Now this was revolutionary. Jesus wasn't saying justice isn't important. He was introducing a completely new way of thinking about conflict and revenge. He was saying that continuing the cycle of revenge just creates more harm, more pain, and more division. Think about it like this. If everyone followed the eye for an eye principle literally, we'd end up with a world full of blind people, as Gandhi famously pointed out. Each act of revenge would spark another and another in an endless cycle of hurt. Instead, Jesus was advocating for something much more powerful, breaking the cycle of violence through forgiveness and mercy. It's not about being weak or letting people walk all over you. It's about having the strength to choose a different path, one that leads to healing rather than more hurt. So next time someone says an eye for an eye is biblical justice, remember, while the phrase is in the Bible, its true message, especially through Jesus' teachings, is actually the opposite. It's about ending cycles of violence, not perpetuating them. And in our world today, with all its conflicts and divisions, maybe that's a message we need more than ever.